Congratulations on your new Cricut Joy machine. This machine will give you the confidence to personalize everyday simple projects to bring more order or just plain happiness into your life. I'm Carly Hall, and in this class, we're going to get started right away and get your machine out of the box so you can get crafting. I will walk you through the unboxing of your new Cricut Joy machine, and then we'll set it up using either your smartphone, tablet, or computer. So before you continue on, make sure you have your machine, the device that you plan to use, and a notepad for some notes, because we're going to get started right away. The Cricut Joy is a smart, compact DIY companion that makes it fun and convenient to personalize a wide variety of everyday items. Inside the box, you'll find your Cricut Joy machine with the blade already installed, a black fine point pen, and a power adapter. In addition to your machine, there is a white envelope. Inside, there's a setup guide, supplies for your first projects, a standard grip cutting mat, and information about your warranty. To see what comes inside the machine, unwrap the plastic from your machine. Cricut recommends cutting the plastic from the back of the machine at this slot. Remove any foam pieces. And then remove all of the plastic. Inside the machine, there is a blade housing and blade already installed. Before we power on the machine, locate the device you'd like to use. Compatible devices include tablets, smartphones, and computers with Bluetooth capabilities. This includes Android devices, Apple devices, PCs, and Mac computers. For this demo, I'll be using my iPad. In this little guide, you have step-by-step instructions to help guide you through the setup process. Head to this URL here, cricut.com/setup. Since I'm using my iPad, when I navigate to this URL, I will be redirected to open Cricut Design Space. If the application is not installed on your device, you will be prompted to download the app. Let's start by selecting Machine Setup. Follow the on-screen prompts to set up your machine. Begin by choosing the machine you are using, in this case, the Cricut Joy machine. If you are brand new to Team Cricut, create a Cricut ID. This is the account you will use to shop on Cricut.com and design your projects in Design Space. Make sure to write down your password and keep it in a safe place. Creating a Cricut ID and using Design Space is free. There are some projects and images in Design Space that cost a small fee. But don't worry, you're not limited to just using Cricut images and fonts. You can also upload your own images and cut any font installed on your device or computer for free. Once you've entered all of your info, click Create Cricut ID. If you already have an account, log in now. Once you're logged in, we can connect our machine. Locate the power cable that came with your machine. We'll plug this end to the back of the machine. And then we'll plug this end into a power source. You'll notice there are no buttons on this machine. So once you plug in your machine, it'll automatically power on. When your machine is not in use, it'll go into standby mode. After your machine is powered, place it in a position where it is at least 10 inches from the wall so that the material can move freely through the machine while they are being cut. Now let's check our Bluetooth settings on the device we plan to connect to the machine. Bluetooth is a technology that allows your device or computer to wirelessly communicate with your Cricut Joy machine. On the iPad, I can swipe and turn on my Bluetooth settings here. For laptops and computers, you can access your Bluetooth settings from your control panel or your computer's settings. Once your machine is powered on and your Bluetooth is enabled, you will see your machine pop up here. Select your machine and it will automatically pair to your device. The next step is to ensure your machine is up to date. This process will update your machine settings so that it can work with the latest features in Design Space. This process may take a few minutes, so make sure to keep your device in range of the machine. Once the machine is up to date, your machine will restart. After it restarts, select your machine to reconnect your device to your Joy machine. Now it's time to register your machine to your email address associated with your Cricut account. Ensure your email is correct so Cricut can register your machine to you. Then accept terms and conditions. Once you're all done, click Continue. Now you're all registered and set up. For all new Cricut users, you will get a free 1-month trial to Cricut Access. If you've already had a subscription in the past, you will have the option to resubscribe. Cricut Access gives you a monthly subscription to hundreds of thousands of images and hundreds of fonts. I already have a subscription, so we'll skip that. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's do a test cut. You'll want to locate your smart vinyl that came with your machine. I'm going to cut this flower. Select that by clicking on the image. Now we are going to prepare for the cut. Confirm your blade is loaded properly. Your blade comes pre-loaded in your machine, but let's practice unloading and loading it. Open the clamp, then remove the blade. To reinstall it, place it back in the unit until it's fully seated, and then close the clamp. Now it's time to load our material. For this smart material, we do not need a cutting mat. Smart materials are designed to cut on the Cricut Joy without using a mat. The liner is a little bit stiffer, so it feeds through really nicely. You can cut individual shapes up to 4 feet long or repeated cuts up to 20 feet long. We will place the material under these guides. Then the machine will detect the material and load it in. In Design Space, it'll automatically move to the next step. Since we're doing a machine walkthrough, the settings have already been chosen, so we do not need to select which material we are using. From the device, click Go. Once the machine is done cutting, you will unload the material by using your device. You did it! Now we're going to remove the shape from the liner and then we're going to apply it to this cute notebook that I picked up from Michael's. We're going to gently peel up each of the corners of the flower and work slowly to make sure that everything removes from the backer. Once you have it removed from the liner, we're going to apply it to our notebook. Smooth everything out, and just like that, you have a completed project. From your device, click Finish. And we will move on to another test cut using the deluxe paper that came in your box. Start by clicking on New Project. This is the canvas where you can design your future projects. To bring in an image, click on the image icon in the bottom left-hand corner. Remember the shape that we used for our first test cut? Cricut has an entire collection of one-cut shapes that we can cut for free. To find an image set, click on Cartridges. Then search One Cut and scroll down to choose One Cut icons. All of these images are free for us to use. Scroll down until you find the butterfly. We will use this image for our next practice cut. Select the butterfly and then choose Insert in the bottom right corner. The image will appear on your canvas. Click on the butterfly to move and resize it. When you click on it, you'll notice a toolbar appears. This shows us the dimensions of the butterfly. You can grab this handle here and slide your finger around to resize the image, or select the width or height to manually type in your desired dimensions. I want my butterfly to be 3.5 inches wide. The height will automatically adjust since my proportions are locked. When you're ready, click Make It. Since we're cutting deluxe paper, we will need to use a cutting mat. Unlike smart materials, deluxe paper does not have a liner, so we'll need to use a machine cutting mat. Select the mat icon in the upper left-hand corner. Then here, under the mat image, choose the type of mat you will use. Select Mat. Click on the mat icon in the upper left-hand corner to close out the window and then click Continue. Double check to make sure your machine is connected, then set your material to deluxe paper. Before we load the paper into the machine, we will need to load it onto this machine cutting mat. These mats are sticky and will hold your material in place as it cuts. Remove this clear liner, but don't throw it away. You will want to save this so you can reapply it to keep your mats clean and free of any debris. Place your deluxe paper on your mat like this. Feed the mat under the guides, and the Cricut will automatically detect the material. From your device, click Go. Once the machine is done cutting, click Unload from your device. To remove your cut image, flip over your mat to gently peel the paper away from the mat. And here is our perfect little butterfly. By now you probably have a ton of ideas of what you want to cut next. But I have one last project I want to show you now that you're a Cricut Pro. I picked up some additional supplies from Michael's to make a beautiful card. Here's what you'll need. You'll need your Cricut Joy machine, this rainbow scales box of insert cards, a Cricut Joy card mat, and these tools are optional, but I find the spatula and scraper to be very helpful when making cards. Back over in your device, navigate to the home page. It looks like this. Here you can search through hundreds of pre-designed projects. In the search bar, search for birthday cake card and choose the one that looks like this. If you're not a Cricut Access subscriber, there may be a small cost required to cut this project. But remember, you can also design your own projects in Design Space or upload your own images for free. This card project was designed to work with the card inserts that I showed you. Click Make It and we will load the materials on the mat. You can use any color card that you'd like, but for this project, I'm going to use this blue card. Then here, under the mat image, choose the type of mat you will use. Select Card Mat. Click on the mat icon in the upper left-hand corner to close out the window and then click Continue. From your device, select the material you are cutting. We're going to load the card onto the card mat. Start by removing this clear liner. Then slide the card under this plastic and close it on top of the mat. The top of the mat is sticky, so it'll hold it in place. Then load your card mat into the machine. The Cricut Joy will only cut the top layer of your card. From your device, click Go. After it's done cutting, click Unload from your device. Gently peel your card off of the card mat. The spatula can come in handy here so that you can release any intricate cuts from the mat. After you have all of the pieces lifted off, you can pull out your card. All of the extra pieces left on your mat can be removed with your scraper tool like this. The final step is to insert the liner behind your design. Slide the insert through the little notches and your card is good to go. I can't get over how easy it is to make a project using your Cricut Joy machine. I had such a great time walking through the Cricut basics with you, and I can't wait to see what you create. Happy crafting!